Okay guys, so before we start doing a bit of coding, really simple coding, we're just gonna look at this different code over here, this which I made earlier, which is new, but you'll see a new thing. You'll see this whole top section is new, and you'll see a lot more of these. So basically, what these are called, like name and age, what they're known as are variables. So what variables are basically, it's a temporary data store which is defined by, firstly, as you can see, as is the format of it, so data type, the name of the temporary store, and dim basically just means make, like dim, just name a data store with a data type string. Likewise, make age a data store, data type integer, which is number basically. So these two are variables. That's the only thing new. Now what we've done here is we've defined the variables. If you look at these two right here, it might be easier if I split the code a bit. Right, so as you can see, this section here, we've defined what we've already stored. So we've got a data store here, it's called name. We've got a data store called age. So we've set name to equal Tom. We've set age to equal 29. So these two data stores are stored in the RAM of the computer, and in the store, in the name store, we've got the value Tom, or the text Tom, the string Tom, and in the age data store, we've got the integer 29, which is age. Now this is like you've usually seen console.write and hello, but like I said, and is there too if you want to add new data, and like I also said, the quotes are here if you want to make a word. The only reason there's a space here is because it's installed automatically because there's no space there. So console.write, so it's going to write hello and name, so it's going to look at the data store name, which is a string, so it's going to look at Tom. From the RAM it calls it back, so it's going to be hello Tom, you are, and it's going to look back there, 29 and years old, so that's the text going to be displayed. In the second line, it's going to say this also means you are, and again it's going to show you the data type, well, the thing stored in this store, this variable, which is the value is 29, and 12, well, times 12 and months old. And it's going to say bye, and again it's going to look back to the variable name and see what the value is and display that over here, and then that's the end of it. So let's just see that in action. Okay, as you can see here, hello Tom, you are 29 years old. This also means you are 348 months old. Bye Tom. So that's the really simple code. Now let's actually code something really simple to start with. Today we're going to start by coding like a really simple calculator. So firstly we're going to make a menu. So this is going to be a long video, by the way, tutorial, so let's hope this goes well. Actually nah, okay, let's just make a calculator, so it's not too long, it's not too short either. So firstly we're going to make a data store, obviously dim, make data store called num1 as, and again integer because it's a number, and then let's have another data store called num2 as an integer as well. Now as you can see over here, the green line over here, which is there, there's nothing to worry about, it just means that it hasn't been used yet. So basically num1 has no value in it right now, it's just a store in the data, it's a store made in the RAM, but it's not being used because there's no value stored in it yet. So then next what we're going to do is we're going to console.writeline, which displays something to the user. So console.writeline, we're going to write hello user, what? Hello, please enter your name. So we'll start this over here. So as we all know, what that's going to do is it's going to ask the user to please enter the name. So we're going to have a store over here for name as well, name as string, because it's letters. So console.write, we're going to tell the user hello, please enter your name. So the console is going to say that to me. So if I just show you that now, remember to add console.readline at there, so it just close really fast. Save it again. Let's go here. hello, please enter your name. Simple. Or we could use write also. I guess it'll be better in this case. So we can just use like this, which will mean, like I showed you earlier, it's just there. So you just enter your name over here. So okay, once we've done that, we're gonna have to save this name somewhere. The name that they're using, because well, the next step is we're gonna say hello user, well, hello your name, hello name. So we're gonna have to store this name somewhere. So what we're gonna do is name equals console dot readline. So this is a new one. There's no close bracket here, so it's not gonna be where it waits for a value. It's gonna wait for a value called name. Instead of waiting for enter key, which is just like there, it's just enter, waiting for enter. Over here, it's waiting for a value, and the value equals name. So once you said that, once the user inputs something, in this case, it's going to be a name, the console will read the next line. So it move down to the next line, and it will store what the user put in this name variable. As you can see, it's used now. It's no longer green anymore like these. So once the name is entered, we're going to do console.writeLine again. So we're going to display something, output something to the user again. Whereas name equals console.readline is an input. The input equals console.readline. But like I said, we're going to output hello and name. Or remember, the quotation marks for text, and is normal, and name is actually stored variable, so it's there. So there you go. First to do that, it's gonna. So first thing it's gonna do is gonna say hello, please enter your name. Once the user enters the name input, it's gonna read the next line. So the next line is console.writeLine. So it's gonna again output hello and the value of name. So the value of name like we know right now is which one the user entered. What we can also do is, instead of having this, if you're having a check, you could do what we did in the last one program, which is just name equals. So in this case, obviously, it's not an input, it's already there stored. But for this specific example, we can actually make it so the user inputs the name. So name equals console.readline. So console hello and name. And then let's say something like say and let's do some maths. So that's what's going to say hello and name of the person, and let's do some maths. Remember to ensure there's a space between hello and I'll explain this actually. If there's no space here or here, what it's going to do is and is not a space. And just means okay. And basically means say hello and the name. But this is basically how it's going to display. Say hello, no space, name. That's how we would display. So I'll show you now on the program. Okay, if I say I'm called Sam. Hello Sam, let's. As you can see, because and doesn't add a space. The only thing it does is it adds something else on to what's already there. So what we want to do is we want to add space here, like that. So it's going to be hello's already there. There's already a space there, and it's going to add on to this after that. It's going to add name. And over here again, let's do some maths. And then yeah, so it's going to display that. Now, this is the part we're going to do calculator. So console.writeLine let's add two numbers. So like that. That's that, and then we're just gonna copy this over. Say, please enter your first number. And then again, let's make this console.write so it looks neat. And we're gonna copy this over again to your second number. So second. So this is, we know what this is going to do. This is basically an output on the console. Please enter your first number, which you want to add. So what we want to do though is after we need to this number that the user enters, we need to store it somewhere. So what we're going to do is we're going to get this num1 variable we've already made over here, and like we did with the name equals console.readline. So the input equals read the next line. In this case, we're going to do the same. So we're going to do num1 and then equals console.readline. So there you go. So now it's going to do like we did over here, name. It's going to store the name in the name variable and then go to the next line, which is this line here. Same case, have the same scenario over here. It's going to store whatever the user enters over here into this variable right here. As you can see, okay, and it's going to go read the next line. So once we read the next line, what we're going to do again is we're going to do num2, which is the second number that the user enters, equals, and again console.readLine. Okay, once this is done, what's gonna happen now? So let's go through step by step. So if I just keep the space there, but now if I just split up the three different steps that I have over here. Right, these are like the 3 stages of our code, our program. Let's start at the top first. So dim numbers into it. So dim make num1 or store num1. So make a space in the memory. So if I just if I could bring up paint, I could show you. Okay, right. I'll just try and show you an easy diagram. So if we have a square over here, right, this is your RAM. Okay, and in the RAM you have loads. I might do this in my next tutorials, but this is like the theory side. So in my RAM we have different stores. So if I find a few stores over here, memory stores. There's another one there. And another one. So just that. And so there you go. And then we have another one. And then we have another one. And so on. So it'll be more, more like this. So there. So over here, as you can see, our variables are, in this case, sorry for my bad drawing, I'm not very good Java, but we have num1. So in the RAM, we'd get right here, yeah. So this is our RAM stick we still do. You've probably seen RAM stick before. RAM stick. Wow. I'm pretty sure you've seen it, but just if you haven't, so basically here you go. So that's RAM free. So we have over here, we have the RAM, and these are different data stores that we have in the RAM, the different sections of data. So what we're going to do is, so num1 is our first value. So what dim does is basically in the RAM itself, here, what it does is in the RAM itself, which we have over here, okay, right here. So what it would do is, you can just imagine this in your head, right? It gets RAM1 and it pastes it into this box here. So this is num1, so it's num1. So so num1 is basically stored in this variable. I can't do this, but yeah, num1 is basically stored into this first one. Second one is num2, so num2 will be stored in the second one. So that'll be n2. So that's num2 stored in the second one. And the third story here is name. So the name would be stored in this section. So the good thing about dimming is when you make the variable, it stays stored in that section until as long as the program is running. So you can call the data out of any of these sections whenever you want. So I know that was the best drawing, but I hope that kind of understood that. If you do, you can just watch it again. But so what it does is dim num1 as integer is going to store in one of the stores. Going to have a data type, a reference called num1. It's going to store it as an integer, and as you know, the value we've got is probably obviously going to be the first number the user entered. Actually, it'll make more sense if I put it like this. Yeah, so as you can see, the name is going to be what the user entered over here. So say I wrote like a Sam last time, so this Sam is stored over here. So equals, again, the comments are really useful. Equals Sam. Okay, the integer. So let's say I'm going to start with, I'm going to do 2 times 4 or something. So the first number I want is going to be 2. So 2. So imagine I'm the user that I put in 2, and the final thing is the final number that the user puts in. To say I'm going to do 2 times 4. So 2 times the rest of multiplication is easy plus. So I'm going to do 2 times 4. So that would equal 4. So basically, when the console, if I open this, hello name. So I'm going to put Sam. So as you can see, equals Sam. So Sam is officially stored inside num1, the name now. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to add the first number, which we said is 2. So 2 will now be stored into 2. And the final thing is 4. So 4 would be stored into the 4, obviously, as in the next part. But that's what would happen so far. Just to make this a little bit more neater, let's add console.writeline, just a space. Remember I said this is the enter? So it'll be like this. You can see over here, this space like this, so it looks neater. And I don't know over here as well. If you make it, it's better usually to make your code look neat because then you understand it better, and it really helps when you have to go back to it afterwards. Because once you code loads and loads, it's sometimes going to be hard to find where you left off. So it's better to make it nice and neat to understand it easy. Now it should display a bit better. Just test it out quickly. Sam. Yeah, there you go. So see, it said space like that, like this basically. Console.writeline has. But yeah, so the next thing we're going to do is because okay, let's check. Yeah, I said we're going to multiply, aren't we? Let's multiply two numbers. Yay! So so num1 is entered, num2 is entered, and then we're on the part where there's just a space after num2 now. So the user entered, nothing's going to happen. The only thing we know is in the name data type is stored. So we have stored Sam. In the num1 we have stored 2, num2. We can have stored 4 when we run the program, obviously. The first step is easy, it's just math. So what we do is we do okay, I want the console to output console.writeline num1, so the number 1, which in this case we have is 2 times sign, everyone knows that, you all know that. You can do times, multiply, divide, whatever you want. And finally num2. So now we know what we'll do is it's going to ask the user, enter your name. It's going to enter your name. It's going to say, okay, name of user. Let's do some maths. It's going to say, let's multiply two numbers. Please enter your first number, num1, wherever these enter is going to be stored inside num1. Wherever these enter num2 is going to be stored in num2. And finally, the console is going to output or display what num1, the value of num1 times num2 is equal, which we know should equal 8. So if we run this program now, hello, please enter your name. So Sam, in this case, it can be anything, it just depends. So hello Sam, let's do some math. Let's multiply two numbers. Wait, if I just, again, make your code look nice, and make it look pretty, so just over here we're gonna, after this we're just gonna put console.write again to enter space. It's simple, if you enter space it's just simple math, right, it should be easier. Sam, okay, hello Sam, let's do some maths. Yeah, it looks better now. Let's multiply two numbers. Please enter your first number. So let's say, what did you say? 2. Please enter your second number. 4. Okay, I got 4. Now it's going to, obviously, there you go. Display 8. So what we'll do to make it look nice there is we'll do that was easy. The answer is, and then remember to close it off like I said, and again the space, because the space over here, because it's just going to end. If you don't have the space there, it's going to insert num1 right next to num2 and it looks terrible. So do that, and oh no, what's happening over here? Oh, there's those brackets. Right, I don't have an answer. So you like I said, you link them together. So there you go. Like I said, that was easy. The answer is, come there. Oh, that was easy. The answer is, it's going to show you what num1 times num2 is. So let's look at this. Sam, the first number 2, second number 4. That was easy. The answer is 8. The good thing about this is the program is this store is only it can be changed anytime in the program, and every time we relaunch the program, it's empty again. So it no longer equals this; it equals whatever the user enters. So that's the first number the user enters. This equals the second number the user enters, and the name is obviously name user enters. So this is basically what it actually be, the values. So let's do this again with a different name, different numbers. Let's do hello, enter name please. Let's do Alice. Hello Alice, let's do some maths. Again, what it does is it just calls back from what was stored in name, so it can be any name, it'll just call it back. Please enter your first number. Let's do something big this time. Let's give it something hard. 34. Second number, let's do 12. Again, I'll do 24 times 12. That was easy. The answer is 408. So now, good thing is, next time you need to do some maths in school, you're in IT class, you need a calculator, you don't have one. Well, now you can just code one. So have fun with that. Hopefully, next time I might get into some loops. I might tell you how to make a menu, so you can do multiplication, division, subtraction, whatever. But until then, see you, keep going, have fun, and do try this out and get to understand it. It's actually not simple. Let's just, so yeah, have fun, and I'll see you next time.